kid's happy. The chicken may end up drinking.
It's come to juggle.
Drunk chicken night. How much can I stress wear a mask? How much? We did have some good news today. I saw the governor said we're getting better.
I saw that too, and I thank God.
Yeah. So that was good news for New Mexico. Not so good news for Texas, though, today, and Florida. So
can I tell you what I'm really disturbed by? And I don't know if you've noticed this in the media, but the whole Tom Cruise rant, okay, on the set of Mission Impossible has now reached the LA Times, and he has like all these supporters. And it's so difficult because you commingle abuse with what is right. And just because what he's saying is correct, to be responsible and serious about the virus and take the precautions and all the stuff, but why do we perpetuate and validate the anger and the verbal
meanness and cruelty toward each other? There are 1,000 other ways to do it instead of calling your cast and crew MFers. No, sorry. And I get it's serious. This is serious business. But there is, as a performer, as a creative, you couldn't think of another way than degrading and abusing your staff.
It's just really sad to me that because he's Tom Cruise and he's a man and he's whatever, he gets away with this yet again. Mm-hmm. If a woman did that,
I was just gonna say, if a woman did that or a woman of color had done that,
forget it. And it's just it's just, you and I have been in this business for a really long time. I got yelled at by Harvey Weinstein. I know what it's like to work for those sick blank people.
Because I'm going to tell you something. That is not the only time he's lost his temper.
Hi. No. If you've seen Scientology in the Aftermath series,
Yeah.
But I'm just upset that it's like yet once
again a culture of meanness right now. And that's, I think, in large part why some people can accept it. Because we live in a punishing, mean culture at the moment. It is not the way you handle people. It is not leadership to scream at them and call them names.
I was so disappointed that he's getting favor. He's calling favor because of it.
Yeah, not for me. Not one word.
Anywho,
hi, who's ever saying hi, Corona Kitchen? And somebody's agreeing with us. I have to drink now before I start baking. I'm cracking open my bottle of triple sec. Look at this beauty.
I feel my orange zest. Ooh, well, I've got the Cointreau, and we're just making up kind of a little shot thing.
This is a weird drink, but we both have these beautiful Pellegrinos, the blood orange. And I think it's going to go beautifully with my triple sec.
I have a real blood orange, and I'm going to put it with. So that I don't know. This is like the Friday orange bomb. I don't know what this is.
Okay, this is what I'm doing. Oh, you have an actual blood orange. Good for you. I just have a regular one. But that's okay. I see how fast that was. Cheers.
Hey, when you need it, you need it. What can I say?
Oh, and that's delicious. Thank you.
So I'm going to it's so easy. You just go like that.
And you have a nice tropical drink.
And you just add some stuff.
Yes, who's ever on there saying cheers? Thank you. Thank you. Cheers.
It's been one of those kind of Fridays where, I don't know how many people believe in astrology, but, there's this big conjunction thing coming up on the 21st of Jupiter, and I don't know if anyone out there is into astrology, explain it. But
it's pretty big.
Nature. So You can kind of feel it in the air, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to make these gluten-free cookies, and I have to tell you, I lost the flour in my kitchen somewhere because I have like 92 different kinds of flour. And I'm like, where is the gluten-free flour I just bought? I'm telling you, David and I tore the kitchen apart looking for it. I couldn't, and at the last minute, I found it in the vegetable bin.
that's the state of your mind.
What was I thinking?
But I cleaned
But then David cleaned the refrigerator while we were doing it, so that's good.
Flour belongs with vegetables. Yeah.
Okay, well, this is the flour I was looking for.
Okay.
And it's such a nice blend of brown rice, white rice, almond coconut, and tapioca flour. And I thought that this sounded like a really good gluten-free flour to substitute for cookies and baking, which is kind of different than, like, say, a savory thing, or like if you're trying to make muffins or something like that. This sounded cookie-like to me, and it's an organic flour. It just looked lovely.
Are you making this up as you go? Right
The
now?
rest of it? No.
Oh, okay.
No. Well, you know, it's a basic recipe that I've adjusted.
Okay.
So,
I need to throw something out before you start. So
okay.
I have to tell all of our viewers, I happen to be one of the very lucky recipients of the Mancini cookie package holiday, and I snuck one out before the kids got to it. I think it's a biscochito or something on the top.
Oh, no, not a biscochito. I wouldn't make those.
What is it? What is it?
I don't know. What did you take?
Bread. It was a tiny little one.
What, a round one?
Yeah, it was round like a little dome. Delicious.
Oh, and did it have pistachio on it?
Yeah.
Yes, that's my little spice ball.
Oh, it was delicious. So,
oh, good.
And I can't wait to eat the rest. Damn it.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you already tasted one. Cheers.
I have to make one. Oh, that tastes good. It tastes like an orange.
Yeah, it's very refreshing, I have to say. Okay, so these are basic, like, I think the closest thing you could say is like a wedding cookie.
Okay.
So, but I think the trick is when you make them to, as you know, I will always tell you, toast the nuts.
Why do you call them snowballs?
Because when you roll them up, you roll them in after they're cooked in powdered sugar, and they're like little balls of sugar.
Okay.
White, they look white,
okay.
like a snowball.
Okay.
Like a wedding cookie.
I'm just asking.
It's okay. So, but I would always toast the nuts first. I think it makes a difference in the flavor. So you could use pecans, or I have walnuts because I have more walnuts left than pecans. So I used walnuts.
That sounds delicious. I love those kind of cookies. Those are my favorite. They're actually my downfall. I could eat
oh, good. Well, I'll give you some downfall later. And this time I'm going to flavor them with orange peel and triple sec.
That sounds so good.
So I already toasted my walnuts.
Okay.
And there's a cup here. And I'm going to run them into the Cuisinart. And grind them up. That's what I'm going to do. Like I don't like them. I like them pretty fine. Oh, hi.
So Lisa is a bit slow tonight. She's still making her drink.
What?
Okay, I'm slow.
Toasted nuts. There's a joke there somewhere. There probably is.
If you knew the kind of day I had, you'd understand.
These are Tom Cruise cookies.
Tom Cruise cookies. Tom Cruise and the management.
Oh, see, that smells so much better than a raw walnut. it just has a nice toasty scent to it. It does. I think it's going to add a much nicer flavor to the cookie.
Uh-oh, like family show, people.
Is someone joking?
Misconstrue when we use the word nuts like it's something other than what it is. That's not our fault.
Okay.
Mind where
I'm
you're
going to zest a whole orange while we're talking about
nuts.
Family items.
Raw walnuts. Okay. I know. I'm slow because I keep adding the blood orange. Okay.
Oh, you're slow drinking?
I'm drinking it and then I'm adding more juice to it.
Well, I have to say, I probably could use a shot of bourbon in mine.
It could use a little more.
A little more oomph. Yeah, this was a long week. I really felt the weight of this week today. I'm really concerned about all the cyber attacking we're under.
You know, that just went under the radar. I mean, did anybody even discuss that really? Because of all the other stuff going on? It's crazy.
Okay. So I have a cup of butter.
Okay.
The butter is soft at room temperature. And I'm going to throw that into the Cuisinart.
So they're asking raw or toasted. What is the preference? Toasted.
Toasty.
It's the preference.
Toasty, please. I think it adds a better flavor myself. So that's where I'm going.
Definitely,
All right.
especially with walnut.
All right. So now I'm going to add, so there's a cup of butter in there, and I'm going to add a half a cup of powdered sugar. As soon as I get it open.
Okay, into the dough.
My husband's intent on following my every move.
Steady cam.
This is like the ECU cam. It's really in your face, but I like it.
Now I'm just going to blend the sugar and the nuts and the butter. What? I asked you, what is better than sugar and
Sugar
nuts
nuts.
and butter?
Hey, sugar nuts.
What's up?
I'm trying to make sure all the butter is evenly mixed.
Okay, they want me to do an online poll. I will do it tomorrow. Don't tempt me. I will do the online poll.
Okay, I'm going to add the orange zest in here. That is the zest of one orange. A quarter of a teaspoon of salt. Here's my sugar. And this is my vanilla salt, so that's always a little more tasty.
Yummy.
And what am I going to do? 2 cups of flour. And this is my beautiful gluten-free flour that I found in the vegetable bin.
So here's a question. If it's gluten-free flour, does that make it less fattening? No.
No. Don't you wish that was it?
You know, right?
Well, here's why. Because that was actually a reasonable question to ask. But the gluten-free flour is made of white rice, brown rice, tapioca, almond, and coconut. Okay. So while you would say like wheat flour may not be as healthy for you, this is probably healthier. But that's probably a toss-up too.
You still have the same amount of butter and sugar, you know.
Yeah, it's still butter and sugar.
Still solid butter and sugar.
And I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of this xanthan gum.
Oh.
Because that's generally what's in a gluten-free flour blend. This does not have it in here. So I have to add it. This is a thickener, and a lot of baking gluten-free flours already have it in there. But I bought it separately because I knew this didn't have it.
So,
And let me tell you, this isn't cheap.
so that was your own thinking, like this doesn't have it, so I'm gonna add it.
Mm-hmm.
No one told you to do that. You just said, I better.
No, I know that about gluten-free flour baking stuff. I just have learned that over the time. And I'm going to add now the magic ingredient.
Triple sec makes everything better.
Yeah, and I'm going to add, I guess what would be 1 ounce, like 1/8 of a cup. I want these boozy.
Someone's making a joke, gum, that's not good for your jaw. Well, it's not really gum.
Okay, now I'm just gonna make the dough come together. And I like to scrape it down a little. You know, I had a Cuisinart when I think in my 20s, so a long time ago. It was the original Cuisinart Pro, and that thing lasted a lifetime until my sister came to visit and she broke it.
Oh, no.
And I sent it back to them to repair, and they said, we're not repairing these anymore. You get this one now. And they sent me the new one, like their newer version. Nowhere near as good.
Everybody, you know that everybody says that. The ones, they stopped making the good ones in like 1982.
It was so, I'm telling you, it doesn't mix as well. It doesn't hold as much together. It makes me crazy. And I guess if I hadn't known the other one, I would be okay with this, but I know they can do it better than this.
Something happened where they just stopped making the all steel. It went more to plastic, cheaper stuff. And it's sad because I remember those good Cuisinarts too, and they were so better.
Okay, so you don't want to make these too big. I'm going to do it like 1/2 of a scoop.
Okay.
Into little balls like this. And see, hence the name snowballs.
So,
and then I'm going to put them in the freezer for about 5 minutes before I bake them. So I won't be baking them in front of you.
when are you rolling? When are you rolling?
Well, if the dough's a little soft, I mean, I'll probably shape them better than that. But this is just the amount so that they're all kind of even.
But when do they go into the ball shape?
In a minute. Give me a minute.
I just want to know.
Lisa's obsessed with why are these called balls?
I'm just going to be quiet now.
Okay, so the dough is super soft.
Okay.
So it's not really rolly as rolly as you like it to. It's not like a pizza dough or something. It's a cookie dough.
Can I just point something out that you are a trooper? The fact that you've already made 900 cookies and then decided to make another batch tonight is truly a testament to your character. Okay.
I have good cookie character.
I salute you. I salute you.
Okay, thank you. Well, I do have a couple of people that are in my repertoire of people that are gluten-free. And they can't eat my 800 cookies, so I had to do something.
Okay.
All right. So now, look. Now I have made these before when I have tucked a chocolate chip in the middle.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so you could do that too.
A lot of people are making those chocolate kisses cookies right now.
What are those?
You know where you make a sugar cookie and then you take a Hershey's Kiss and you squish it down?
Oh, yeah.
But I don't like Hershey's, so I don't make those.
No, I don't either. Well, if I was going to add a chip to this, I have the Ghirardelli super dark chocolate giant chips.
And there you go.
And that's what I would put a giant chip in there. Oh, my husband's getting fancy with the
That's close up on the balls.
close up.
Just to walk through the forest of balls here.
Okay, so I'm gonna put these in the freezer for 5 before I put them in the oven. And the reason I'm gonna do that is it's gonna keep, because they're so warm and loose.
Okay.
They might spread. And I want them to hold their shape. So I'm going to put it in the freezer for 5 minutes before I put them in the oven at 400 degrees.
Will they shrink?
Stop. They might shrink in the cold.
Will there be shrinkage is what you're asking.
Okay. Cheers.
That's during quarantine. This is what you get, people.
Okay, so you don't want them, you want them to get set, but you don't want them to turn brown, just set. And they're going to be in the oven for probably about 10-ish minutes at 400.
Someone
That's my story.
frozen balls, warm balls.
Okay, this is food porn. Can you stick that in the freezer?
Oh my god.
Okay, all right, that's it. I'm making the rest of these.
This is going on YouTube. Great.
What?
It's going on YouTube. Great. My kids will make like memes out of this.
All right, so that's my story of. Then you're gonna, after they come out, you can roll them in powdered sugar.
Okay.
And that's how you make them. And that would be the happy snowballs for Christmas. Don't make them too big. We don't want big balls. We want a nice turkey size ball.
Somebody's got big balls around here.
Yes, there. See how nice. Look, they're very sweet.
Okay, that took balls to make those different.
Well, nobody's ever accused me of being a shrinking violet, so.
Okay.
All right, so that's my story of the snowballs.
Well,
Gluten-free.
they're gluten-free, people. What part do you want from us?
And now I need to drink more, so goodbye.
I hope we're wishing everybody a happy weekend, and it's Christmas week next week, so we won't be airing for a few. We're gonna take some nights off, okay?
Woo!
Do some reruns.
Yeah, we'll do some reruns, and we'll be enjoying Christmas. And I personally will be writing postcards to Georgians because we need to win this Senate. We need to. If we want any COVID relief and any action going forward, we have to win in Georgia.
Do what you can.
Oh, I had a cat named Snowball. That's sweet.
Oh, so did my grandma.
Oh,
Every white cat she ever had was named Snowball.
aw. Here, I probably should take off the holiday gift collective, don't you think?
No, because they're going till December 31st.
Oh, okay, great. Then I don't need to take them off. I signed up for postcards with Black Voters Matter, but you can also sign up with postcards to Swing Voters or Envoys to Humanity. Pick a place, any place. Do a little something. If everybody did a little something.
Do a little something, if you can.
Do a little something to help us have a happy new year in 2021, because I am so ready for 2020 to be over.
Well, here's to that.
Yeah, cheers. The year is almost over.
Thank God.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks for watching, and keep telling your friends. It's working.
Yeah, it's working.
We're 2,900. We have 100.
Yeah, we're almost at our 3,000 mark. Everyone help.
Our Christmas present. Will ya? Tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your friends, tell your cousins. Thank you. Everybody be safe. Please wear a mask. Don't go anywhere if you don't have to.
Stay home, stay safe.
The ball is dropping soon. Are they going to drop the ball? Well, they'll probably drop the ball, but they probably won't have New Year's in Times Square, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And we
All
won't
right.
be able to do our walk here in Santa Fe.
Drop your own balls. Okay, enough of that. Thank you, everybody.
And on that note, have a great week.
On that note, I think we'll just roll the credits.
All right.
I don't know if you guys read the credits, but you should. Oh, yay.
My birthday's next week.
Oh, I know. Christmas. You Christmas girl, you.
Another year gone by.
I know, right? Where? How? How did it happen?